Welcome to the Piper, the Gates of Delirium. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm really happy to see you here. Today is going to be a great video because we're talking about my favorite Pink Floyd album, and that is Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Pretty much this channel's named after it. So we're going to do an in-depth review of the album and conclude that it probably is the greatest album of all time. So hopefully by the end of this video you guys will agree with me. So as we get started here, I think it's important to have the image of the album. The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Syd Barrett, who is the founding member of Pink Floyd and kind of their architect students and friends, and they've been in a band for, at this point, a few years, but they finally got a record deal, and that's when they started Piper at the Gates of Dawn in early 1967. The album is based off a chapter in the book The Wind of the Willows. I think it was released in the early 1900s. Kind of has a lot of different characters like the Scarecrow, different kind of people and their viewpoints, and it's kind of like a little storybook, the way the album's set up. Very psychedelic and very spacey and very melodic. Syd Barrett's voice is amazing. It's top-notch, Britishy, melodic, soft, very good. Probably one of my favorite members of Pink Floyd, even though he was with the band for such a short amount of time. But yeah, this was recorded literally next door to the Beatles when the Beatles were recording Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. So we literally got two bands recording in the same studio, recording two epic albums. 1967 was a huge year for some really good music, and I think Piper at the Gates of Dawn tops all those releases. Let's start off with the first song on the album, Astronomy Domine, or Domine, however you think it should be pronounced. There's the album. It's kind of like a mixed picture of the four of them. That's Richard Wright at the bottom, Syd Barrett there in the middle, Roger Waters, and Nick Mason. Okay, you can see that they're pretty young. This is 1967. We got like 13 songs here. You have to really keep in mind of what year it is and how unique this album is at the time. So let's start with the first song. It's Astronomy Domine. It starts off just really psychedelic and spacey. You can hear that it is a little unique. Dun, dun, dun. The live version of this song on Amagama is superb. I love the studio version, but the live version is much longer and just as good. Okay, that guitar. Before they start singing here, I believe that this is Syd Barrett and Richard Wright singing together. And the lyrics are they're describing colors. It's a very unique song. Those type of lyrics they're just great. A lot of bands, they don't do lyrics like that. Let me go to the part that I think's great. It's a little screaming part. It goes... Let me show you. This song, I think, is a classic. I believe there were some singles before this, but this is the first album by Pink Floyd, and the first song's amazing, okay? It's got awesome vocals, unique lyrics. There's really nothing to not love about this song. The second song on this album, I remember jamming to it nonstop in my basement when I was growing up. It's called Lucifer Sam, and it has a catchy little riff. It's not complicated at all, okay? This whole album isn't complicated. There are some cool guitar solos and guitar parts. Astronomy Domine has some interesting guitar parts. But this album is not, an epic solo. It's unique, and that's why I love it. Lucifer Sam. Let's hear the first little part here. So that riff, Oregon right there by Richard Wright. And then it goes up. Ding 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 ding, and then the. It's a great dancing 60s song. So let's keep on going here. Always by your side. This song is about what? Something about a cat. And then he screams, "That cat's something I can't explain." I can't explain the lyrics. It's just ridiculousness, and it's beautiful. One thing I love about this album, the solos have added on voice effects. Let's go to the solo and see what's weird about it. Now this solo is going to have like Syd Barrett kind of going D over top of the guitar. It's kind of like a voice. It's not even really a guitar. Hope you guys could hear that. I love this song. That cat's something I can't explain. So first song 5 out of 5. Second song 5 out of 5. Let's see what the third song brings us. This next song is the third song on the album, and it is entitled Matilda Mother. When I hear this song, I kind of think of a land of like a Princess Beauty type, with castles. And I think it's based off the first line. He says, "There was a king who ruled the land. His majesty was in command." And it just brings you this image of like a kingdom. Let's take a listen, shall we? Oh, mother, tell me more. I'm kind of imagining a kingdom, and then it goes to the child, and he says, "Oh, mother, tell me more." Oh, mother, tell me more. Okay, then the guitar builds up. And then it goes into a story. You only have to read the lines and strip it back and everything shines. Across the stream with wooden shoes. Okay, so it's kind of like going back and forth. It's very melodic, very psychedelic. It's a weird song, but I love it. These guitar solos, they're unique. They have something weird about them. Listen to this one. Okay, so it just goes boom, boom, with Richard Wright wailing on his organ in the background. By the end, it's gonna ding 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 ding. Okay, that unique sound of boom, with the organ in the background. You hear the guitar coming from the side, and then it goes into Syd Barrett's voice. For all the time spent in their food. Okay, things like that are the reason why this album's so good. Okay, it's so unique. It's epic. And his voice is perfect. I don't know if it's because I just like weird sounds or how I think they blended in perfectly here. There's nothing like this that I have really listened to yet. Let's keep on going. The sunlight floating by. Oh, mother, tell me more. Tell Okay, so they're saying "Mother, tell me more," and then it's going to end with Syd Barrett going, ah. So it's kind of like you're kind of like floating away and leaving the kingdom, and his voice is perfect. That's song number 3. We've only done 3 songs, and it's already so good. Now, this next song actually made it on my top 5 most underrated Pink Floyd songs, and that is Flaming, which is track 4 on the Piper at the Gates of Dawn album. Syd Barrett's voice is really the center of this song. He talks about getting high. Let's see how it goes here. A little weird at the beginning, I'd say, huh? And then, after this, Syd Barrett comes in. Alone in the clouds so blue. So it's like the organ in the background. And then Syd Barrett's like, lying on a night of doubt. Yippee, you can't see me, but I can you. Lying on a night of doubt. Yippee, you can't see me, but I can you. Builds up. Bass, blazing in the foggy dew. And then there's a little sitting on a unicorn. No fair and can't tire me, but I can you. Organ once again. Watching buttercups come to life. So he says, watching buttercups come to life. Then the guitar comes in. Singing on the dandelion. Too much, I won't touch you, but then I might. Harp. As maybe it was a harp. Sailing through the sky. Guitar once again. Trampling my telephone. Hey ho, here we go, ever so high. Now, this song is so good. I don't know what it is. Syd Barrett's voice is amazing. I love how the guitar comes in. Hey ho, here we go, ever so high. I mean, it's simple. It's nothing like groundbreaking, but it's so unique and so good and flows so well. And it never really gets old to me. I've listened to this song a lot. I've listened to this album a lot. The next few songs on the album are instrumentals. There's 3 songs. One of them actually there is singing, but it's really the instrumentals that are important. It's a Pow R Toc, or however you say it. Pow R Toc, Take Up Thy Stethoscope and Walk, and Interstellar Overdrive. Now, the song Interstellar Overdrive to me is an iconic Pink Floyd psychedelic song. It is actually the intro to this YouTube channel. Maybe you find it familiar. Listen to this. You guys find that familiar? It's the intro to my YouTube channel. Anyways, this song is a jam out song. It has insane guitar, awesome drums, awesome keyboards. Watch me jam out to it here soon. The other song, Take Up Thy Stethoscope and Walk. It's a Roger Waters song. You can hear Roger Waters singing. He says kind of these ridiculous lyrics, and then it kind of jams out to the piano and such. Pow R Toc has this melodic piano that they kind of jam out to. So Pow R Toc and Interstellar Overdrive are kind of like Pink Floyd collaborative, just kind of jamming out songs. Take Up Thy Telescope and Walk, I believe, is Roger Waters' first song. And I love it. I think it's great. I think it's one of his best. The bass guitar. Great stuff.